Good morning, Harper. I see that you have filed for a protective order and emergency custody of the children. I am not sure where your mental health is at right now, but I wanted to discuss this upcoming hearing. This hearing is going to come with a price tag attached to it, and if we can't come to an agreement, the judge will assign a guardian ad litem to our children, and that is going to be very expensive. I want full placement custody of the children. I am willing to do every other weekend and allow you full visitation rights with proper notice, and am willing to let you have all holidays with the exception of Christmas Eve and 4th of July. You will never have to see me again, and we can go on with our lives like nothing ever happened. You have no grounds to request that. I have always been the primary caregiver. Why would you suddenly be the better fit? You have never been the primary caregiver. I am very curious as that what you think qualifies you for that title? Because if it's paying for a roof over our heads, it's not that. Or being responsible for medical insurance. You can scratch that off too. Maybe you think it's because you spend all summer with them. Nope, I don't work summer, so that's me as well. But you sure do make a good pecan pie. The sad thing is that you will never be capable of taking care of the kids unless there is someone behind you taking care of you and everything else. You are not capable. I, on the other hand, am able to financially and emotionally support them without help. You are on a downward spiral, and it's clear to me you are headed for a mental breakdown. I'm just trying to save the kids before they see that. I am only going to say this once. You need to tell Harper to leave me alone. Yesterday, she made a false claim that I am hacking her Facebook. She's been stalking my friends, and I now have to call the police for her strolling into the house uninvited. I have done my best to protect you and your family from the horrible, disgusting truth about Harper and what she has done. I need everyone to leave me alone and to stop filling my children's heads with lies. I have been a wonderful father to them, and now I have worried that you and your family are getting into their heads and filling them with stress and lies about their father. This is not right. Please get a hold of your daughter, because I no longer feel safe having my children around her. Do not text me again. Court is now in session for the emergency custody hearing of the 3 children of Neko and Harper, as well as for the protection order requested by Harper Blank. Ma'am, what are you requesting from the courts? Thank you, Your Honor. I am requesting full custody of our 3 children with supervised visitation for their father, as well as a permanent restraining order due to a history of abductory. I have been prevented from collecting mine or my children's belongings since having to flee the home for our safety by Neko. He has stalked and harassed myself and my family and made outrageous claims that I was abducting and neglecting our children. Why did you feel the need to flee the home with the children? I fled due to physical abductory by Neko to myself, threats of future harm if I did not take him back, and the fact that he unalived our family dog. I assume that you have submitted the police reports or evidence of these events. No, Your Honor. As I was so afraid of what he would do to me, I never went to the police until after I fled and had proof that he was stalking me through my old iPad. Ma'am, without proper documentation, I am not able to use the information you provided. I will have to disregard everything you just claimed. I understand. I also have signed affidavits from friends and family who have witnessed the abductory that Neko has subjected myself and our children to over the years, as well as text messages and voicemails. Sir, what are you requesting from the courts in this matter? Your Honor, I am requesting full custody of the children due to their mother's unstable mental health, as much as it pains me to say. The children have been taken from their family home, away from their school, friends, and activities due to their mother's delusions of Abu Dhabi. That has not occurred. This is especially detrimental to our middle son, who has an extensive IEP in place at the school here. While I admit I did take my attorney's advice of keeping tabs on my ex a bit extreme due to my very valid concerns, I need you to understand that I have done everything that I have due to my concern over my children's safety. You see, my wife has a history of infidelity. Our middle son actually is a result of her unfaithfulness to me, but I have forgiven her and claim the child as my own and love him as such. I have submitted evidence showing that my wife has not only been unfaithful again, but she has been engaging in illegal and unsafe activities while in possession of our children. I see that the documentation that was submitted is all from Facebook Messenger and what looks to be her personal text messages to others. How did you come into possession of these? I collected all of this when I had access to the iPad. Sir, I cannot use private messages that were obtained without the consent of either party. Your Honor, I have submitted messages between myself and Neko in which I confront him about sending messages to people from my account. I did not send any of the messages in question. I would never behave in a way that put our children in danger. I have heard enough. Between the two of you, a majority of claims are either unfounded or have proof that will not hold up. This entire hearing has been a mockery of my courtroom. You both need to learn to be adults and get along for your children. These false allegations... Sir, I can sympathize with your frustrations. I can clearly see that despite all the issues, you are doing your best given the circumstances. Please ensure that any future evidence provided is obtained through the proper channels so that it may be used in court. Ma'am, I see no reason to grant a restraining order. There is no clear and present threat to your or the children's safety. I only see a man who is fighting to ensure his children are safe. Your request for a restraining order is denied. In the matter of custody, I am of the belief that children deserve both parents equally. They should not have to lose out on bonding time with the other parent just because you two were not able to make a relationship work out. Therefore, I order a 5-day on, 5-day off custody schedule starting immediately. Sir, you are ordered to allow Harper to collect her personal belongings, as well as half of the children's belongings. Marital property will be decided during your divorce proceedings. Do not sell or get rid of any marital assets. Your Honor, I am very concerned how driving close to an hour to attend school will affect my children. Is it possible to have weekend visitations with the mother until school is out for the summer, as to not negatively affect their education? No, I am not willing to restrict the mother's parenting time without cause. The 5-day schedule still stands. This order goes into effect immediately. For the sake of the children, I highly suggest co-parenting classes or family therapy to help you adjust to a more civil relationship. Court is now adjourned. As schools are now shut down due to COVID, it is essential to keep up with their education at home. You did not provide their homework packets upon drop-off. I will pick up extra packets from the school, but doing their homework with them is not optional. That is not true. Please stop harassing me about their homework. It is completed on a daily basis, and your constant interrogation is unnecessary. This is true, and you do need to be doing their homework with them. This is not optional. I will continue to call every night to make sure that they are doing their schoolwork. You would do the same if you were actually concerned about their education. I am aware of the importance of homework, as I have helped with their homework since both were in 4K. Yes, because I was there to monitor you. Clearly you are unable. Isn't it time you accept that the kids need to live here with me full-time to reduce the stress on them from living so far from their school? There is already a precedent for me being their sole caretaker in the summer, so this will be the most beneficial move for the kids. The kids staying with me full-time will benefit everyone the most, as well as allow you time to focus on your new hobby. I have no idea what hobby you are referring to. But until a judge rules otherwise, we will continue to do the 5 days on 5 days off schedule. You are going to have to accept the truth at some point. Unlike you, I actually am a survivor. I do not feel bad that the fun is over for you. I am just thankful the kids managed to remain safe. You need to accept the fact that the kids are happier and safer with me. It took a whole day for me to fix the emotional damage you had done to them. The truth hurts. Your false allegations do not scare me anymore, Neko. You don't need to lie to me, Harper. I understand that you are scared, and you don't know what your future is going to look like due to your inability to provide for the children on your own. The good news is that you will have lots of time on the farm and lots of supervision. I understand that you are hurt and lashing out with this false narrative. However, all of your claims have been false. It has been proven over and over that every claim is untrue. Maybe focus on moving forward from a broken marriage instead of festering and becoming toxic. We will see what you can prove. By the way, I will be writing a book on all of this. I'll include all of the juicy details about you. Don't worry. Once I do, everyone will see exactly how horrible you always have been. I've heard about your recent escapades. Honestly, I would say that I was jealous, but I mostly just feel bad for everyone involved. You are using your position as a social worker to target single deadbeat dads. They don't have cars, good jobs, and are mostly illiterate. They don't care about you or our children. They are just sleeping with you to try and help close their CPS cases. I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm not seeing anyone, and especially not a client. You are a sexual predator. I hope you get the help to realize how terrible your life has become. Unfortunately, adultery is not illegal in our state, but your addictions and neglectful parenting will be your downfall. Reality catches up with us all, and lies are tough bills to repay. Please ensure to bring my belongings as ordered to the exchange today. They are all bagged up and ready to go. You need to learn to take better care of your belongings. It's clear you do not. Exchange happens. Nothing of importance happens during the exchange. Once Harper gets home, she begins unbagging her belongings and sees that they have been destroyed. Why would you feel the need to destroy my things? You didn't even give me everything that you were supposed to, and everything you did give me has been ruined. My clothes are covered in wine and what smells to be urine, and my appliances, and full of mold. Until there is a court order stating exactly what I have to give you, this is all you will get. As I said, you need to take better care of your belongings. I wouldn't want those back if it were me. I don't care how you have hurt me, but I do care about the amount of danger you have put our children in. At least while you live at your parents', I know that they are safe and under the supervision of actual stable adults. Just know that we are in this for the long haul, Harper, and I already know how this story ends for the both of us. I have a wonderful ending. You Not so much. Neko, I have done nothing to you. The guilt trips don't work. Do I need to prove to you what you did? Sure, please do. That way I will finally know what you are claiming I've done. The cheating, the Dr. 0 grams seconds, the drinking and driving, the neglectful parenting. You need to be reminded of all of this. Are you that far gone you don't remember what you've done? You have no proof this because I've never done anything of the sort. All you have are fabricated messages you've sent from my account, and smoke and mirrors. It was enough to convince everyone who has seen it. Have a good night, Neko. Sweet dreams, wife. Remember the fact that your entire life has been funded by me. The house, the car, the boat. Everything you can claim was a gift from me. So even though you want to ruin this marriage, you will still have me to thank for everything. We make basically the same salary. That's why there is no child support ordered. But okay. Make the most of your time with the children and try to find time to take brain breaks. I worry about you alone with them. Please don't hurt them. I just got off the phone with my attorney. She said that the courts will be closed outside of essential business due to the state shutting down, so we will continue with our 5-on-5 off schedule until we can be seen again. I am also off work from here on out. I can and will provide full custody of the children. I am also certified in K-12 education and early childhood development, so I am the most qualified to care for the children. Since I am the most logical primary caregiver, and you have a history of immoral decision-making and reckless care for their safety, it is of the utmost importance that they are immediately returned to me. Your short Abu Dhabi temper that you have towards middle's learning disabilities show that you cannot handle doing online schooling with them. Your concerns are noted, but we will continue with the ordered schedule until a judge says otherwise. Hey buddy, can we talk about something important? Hey Dad, what is it? I know things have been rough lately, and you've seen me be very concerned with everything going on with your mom, but I need to tell you the truth. Before you were born, your mom decided to be unfaithful to me. Do you know what that means? It's when a woman cheats on their husband with another man. And your mom decided to do that, and you were the result of that. I know we never told you this because your mom was so ashamed of what she did, but it's important that you know. You aren't my biological son. Technically, you are considered B at start. I still love you very much, though. This conversation is extremely inappropriate and not at all the truth of the situation. This phone call is over. Do not